Life has a strange way of testing us, not with thunder or storms, but with silence. The kind of silence that comes after you've tried your best and still hear nothing in return. The kind of silence that makes you question if your existence even echoes in this world. Long ago, there was a boy named Arav. Not the kind people noticed. Not the kind whose voice filled rooms. He was quiet, not because he had nothing to say, but because the world never cared to listen. Every day, he walked the same path to school, head down, carrying books older than his dreams. The laughter of others often followed him, sharp, cold, and familiar. He was mocked for his clothes, his accent, his silence. Loser, they'd whisper. Hopeless, they'd laugh. Even teachers, the ones meant to guide, sometimes became part of the noise. Not everyone is made for greatness, one had said, looking right at him, her tone casual, her words permanent. That night, Arav sat on the floor of his small room. No tears, no anger, just stillness. The kind of stillness that comes when pain runs too deep for words. He looked at his reflection in the cracked window and whispered, maybe they're right. But something inside him refused to agree. A quiet defiance, not loud, not dramatic, but steady. He whispered again, maybe I can't change them, but I can change me. From that night, everything shifted. While others slept, he studied. When the world laughed, he listened, not to their words, but to his own heartbeat that kept saying, keep going. He failed many times. Some nights, he fell asleep on open books, pages soaked with tears he'd never admit to. But he never stopped. Slowly, something began to grow in him, not pride, not revenge, but power. The kind of power that comes when pain becomes purpose. The kind of power that doesn't need to prove itself, only to persist. Months passed. Exams came. And when the results were announced, silence filled the hall again. But this time, it wasn't directed at him. It was born from disbelief. Arav, the forgotten, the mocked, the boy who sat alone by the window, had come first. The same voices that once tore him down now whispered his name with awe. The teachers who dismissed him now looked at him differently, not out of pity, but respect. Yet Arav didn't smile out of pride. He smiled because he finally understood, rejection wasn't his ending. It was his beginning. He walked home that day slower than usual. Not because he was tired, but because he was free. Every insult, every humiliation, every rejection, it all made sense now. Life wasn't trying to destroy him, it was sculpting him. Every no was shaping the version of himself that could finally stand tall and unshaken. Years later, when asked how he survived it all, Arav said something simple but unforgettable. Rejection is not a wall. It's a mirror. It doesn't show you your limits, it shows you what still needs to grow. He had learned that those who mock you today are often the ones who secretly fear your tomorrow. And that true confidence isn't built from applause, but from rising after every fall when no one is watching. So if you've ever been rejected, by people, by love, by opportunities, don't let it define you. Don't let it silence you. Rejection is not the universe turning away, it's the universe redirecting you. It's saying, not here, not yet, but keep walking. Because sometimes, what feels like rejection is actually protection, protection from places, people, and paths that could never hold your light. So breathe. Rise. Walk again. Not to prove them wrong, but to prove yourself right. You don't need the world's approval to be worthy. You don't need validation to have value. The same people who laughed at you today will one day say, I always knew you could do it. And when that day comes, smile, not with arrogance, but with peace. Because you'll know something they don't. You didn't win because they believed in you. You won because you believed, when no one else did. Don't fear rejection. Fear the day you stop trying. Because the moment you stop trying, you stop growing. Keep pushing, keep believing, and remember this. Rejection is just life whispering, not here, not yet, but don't stop. If this story touched you, subscribe. Because here, every story reminds you of something you might have forgotten, that you are stronger than your pain, brighter than your past, and far more capable than you've ever been told.